Welcome back to the great Damian Wayne playthrough. We continue on as we do. Around now, it's probably like October-ish as you guys are watching these episodes, which, fantastic. I hope you're enjoying the content as we continue on. I think, once I finish up Damian, I'll be moving over to get all the War Tales stuff kind of worked on and getting that out. So we'll have that series coming out next, and then the Dragon Age stuff to finish that out, just to see where things end up. So, we're back though. We are back. So last time we left off, the music was jamming, and we were in the middle of a war. Starting our kind of giant conquest, we started out as Damian and started rushing down the Long Island setup, getting the Duke on our side before he could rebel, and going and setting up on the Ontario Holy War with the Kingdom of Detroit, wiping out some of the Vikings that had been raiding us earlier, and granting us an ally now that has 7k troops. So, as we continue our journey, we now find ourselves in a civil war with the House of Morales, who wants the throne of my territory, and now we're going to see what Damian gets up to. But before any of that happens, we left off on lives or gold. So, what is going on? Gold is the lifeblood of a realm, and merchants bring much of the wealth. Camp fever still spreads across the same realm, however, and Martha has brought me missives from the trade-rich coastal provinces. We can control this outbreak, my lord, Martha says with what feels like a bluffed confidence. Requiring all merchants sequester themselves before they bring their goods to the market will ensure they aren't infected. But the unspoken rest of the sentence intimated there's scant chance this won't damage the inflow of precious taxes. They are to stay isolated for 20 days. While it'll suck for our, stress, honestly, I'll take it, because we kind of need it. Now, our allies are on the way as we fight the House of Morales here. Looks like their enemy captain is a mercenary individual, just like our own that we hired. And it looks like my poor sister has gotten typhus. Makes sense. Oh, she had a successful treatment. Oh, thank you. So we did call our ally into this war. He'll be on his way here soon, so it shouldn't be too terrible. The shores silence. As we walk together, Martha gives me a gloomy speech about the epidemic spreading across the Bronx. In the distance, we can see the bodies piled along the shoreline, an abandoned boat beached near them. As I turn back towards Martha, a curious look begins to dawn upon her face. What if, my lord, she began, what if we simply made those bodies a non-issue? Briefly nonplussed, I slowly begin to unravel the plan. The boat was abandoned, after all, and those bodies need to be disposed of one way or another. No. They deserve proper funerary rites. Yep. No, we respect the funeral rights of our constituents. We can't. We have to stay here, sorry. I didn't know this. I forgot he was also the guy who held Long Island. So, we were planning to expand, but as our vassals are not too happy with us, we're just going to have to continue working our way up. As we were. Ideally, I would like to assign one of my vassals this position who's actually in good health. You're terrible. Oh, you are way better spy master, actually. Hold up. Well, actually, no, you're not. Let's put New Haven there. Anything to balance out our armies here as we come together with the best commander possible. Someone learned our court language, that's awesome, and we have a delegate we could call upon that little Brucey is married to, but I'm good. Typhus balanced the humors, wonderful news as Barbara loses the typhoid fever. Fantastic. Yep, now we're just going to siege down Long Island. I think we're going to just unseat the Morales altogether. I think that's the decision to be made now. A little language. Greetings, my amicable Senator, Tawana says, rearranging her dress. I'm very interested in the upbringing of your son, Bruce. You see, I speak Yankee, a language that I believe would be most useful for him to learn. She explains with a genuine tone. Is that like Proud Boy language nowadays? The Yankees, northern. We're in the north. Alright, I just need a coin for quills, ink, parchment, and some personal compensation. Of course, Bruce, do your best. He has learned the Yankee language. Nice. I'm not sure which Bruce that was. I assume it's this one. Oh, it is. Okay. Now, what do we train young Brucey to be? He is going to be the greatest warrior we have ever seen. As we train him up. Do we have anybody better than you? Because you have, what? What's your learning? 16. I'd rather put her in charge then. Yes, it's costly, but at the same time, it makes more sense to have her there helping out. So, I figure why not? Let's grab this real quick. This will pretty much put us, and we're going to fully enforce the demands on this, kind of increasing everything, as well as capturing them, which is our main goal here. We're going to siege down Staten Island, take it back for ourselves. What's going on? Who can marry? Martha and the great Chad Theobald. Why not? Good luck, little Martha. Hopefully you spread your genes to the pool and the family overall. Also, my young lad Alec. I forgot to give you an education, but now you're being educated. So at least there is that. Now he's over there sieging my uncle. Not necessarily against the idea of it. It kind of helps us out long term if he does, because our uncle also doesn't like us. So we're going to now take the army and go... Oh, well, here, yeah. As we push in, I thought there was a connection for Staten Island, but I guess not, so we're just going to attack his capital here. He'll siege that out, which, again, it sucks. He'll get some of the Waynes, probably. What are we getting? Maple syrup? Sure. Let's see who he grabs. He grabbed his heir, and he grabbed his other kid, but his second-born is a giant, so... While the firstborn is a clubfoot quick, I'm not too sad about that. The House of Ware will live on. Plus, he'll probably ransom them, because he's going to be desperate for cash in a minute. I don't need my other allies coming into it. We do have our daughter who's still sickly. That's why we haven't married her off to get more alliances, though I think we should. And for now, we're just going to continue with the siege as is. Oh, we did lose our commander, so I'm going to put my uncle back in charge here. It seems poor Dennis has died. Alright, before I take a look at that, let's get you set back up, please. We need someone who's actually decent at war. Yes, Sabine, thank you. I wait patiently on my throne as Colonel Thaddeus, who soon announced and ushered before me. He kneels in deference, offering nothing but his oath to faithfully serve me. At last I bid the colonel rise, confirming my satisfaction and Thaddeus's rights to the lands he rules. Awesome. Fantastic. Alright, well, I'll take it. From Dust. We've got a disease coming, and we're going to lose all of our coin for it, but I'll take it. That's fine. Is okay. We can demand a hostage from you. I will, actually, because that would be nice to not have to worry about having to fight you for now. Because I'm going to work on the other guys around me instead. As Damian didn't want a civil war, his plans were to continue to expand and put more seats to his council, but I'm informed the hostage prince has last arrived in Delaware Valley. Senator Michelle's son will no doubt be anxious about his new life in Gotham. Trust in your mother, I reassure him. You will be treated well here. Alright. You are going to be educated by me, young man. Alright, that is 81%. Let's go squish these bastards for what they've done to us. We need some war score. Oh, you gonna run? I mean, hey, I'll come over there and attack you too. I don't mind you being in favorable terrain. That's fine. Let's go. He's about to get some vengeance for his own family here. As you put them in the dungeons, Morales. I'm gonna execute your entire host here. Alright, well. You made your choice, Morales. How many of you are left? There's only 2 living members, I'm sorry to say. So, we're going to go in here. I can't influence the candidacy to promote, undermine... Why can't I? Oh, that sucks. Can I not promote for either of them? Nope. Alright, cool. Then I would normally ransom you because I would love that gold, but I think executing you for what you've done is probably best. Although I could revoke your title. I think. Can I? Have him relinquish his offices, passing all held governorship to the... Yeah, that might not be a bad idea, but I think overall, it's just... He was terrible. He was a problem to us, and... We are just, we've got to execute the great speaker Enzo here who chose his fate. His family will have to learn to recover from there. And actually, I think that's the end of the Morales line, as it was. Let's see. Their founder of the dynasty, Octavian here of the Conclave, managed to kind of give a short-lived sentence to his family here. Always valorous. I mean, he was to the end. With a dead son, poor Enzo had nothing left to lose. And now Countess Monica stands the only remaining bastion with her kids who do not have the claim to it. So, works for me, works for me. We've got old Ruthless here who's back in office. And he is Yiddish, interestingly enough. Does not like me at all. We could try and learn his language, but instead we're just going to try and befriend him as we are good at, and we're going to see how things crumble for a minute. Because if they're fine, I think, what's our next war? Let's take a look. So we only got 16 months left on Radonia, or Raritan here. I think we're going to save our coin here and basically plan to kill him. I think that'll be the goal. And then we'll probably set our young brother Bruce Wayne in his lands at that point. It'll also give us some time to let him age a little bit more, which would be the goal as we get more Waynes in charge. And then ideally, once we swing down on him, we'll go back north and attack someone else. What's this? Wine exports. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. And then what's this? We will get... Oh, that's just more crafting. I don't need anything at the moment. We're good. As we kind of vibe here with the music. So let's take a second to, Well, actually, we're not yet at the 5th episode. We'll take a look after 3 more episodes and see where we're at. I think, at this point, we're on, what? Episode 14, yeah, of the series. So, next episode, we'll take a quick look over the map, make sure we see what we like. Olives are for sale, of course, as always. Ooh, we got lag now. Is it just me or is it the game? Might be just the game. Alright, sounds like a deal. My OBS was lagging. I was a little worried there for a second. I haven't seen that happen before. Oh, what the fuck? What is going on? You got a light show going on there, buddy. Alright. That music is a little loud on my end. Don't mind my achievements there. I'm just going to... We'll lower the master volume altogether. There we go. Should be a little less loud in my ears, at least. But yeah. Let's see. Little Brucey's all set up. We still got... Hortensia is still sickly, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll be fixed here soon. And our wife has chosen not to give birth to any other children, which I'm a little worried about. Good sir. Soon we will have our war. A shadow over kings. To walk through kings is to be treated to a dreadful symphony of human suffering. Pestilence has come to this once thriving metropolis. The infected are racked by fever and aching pains that make them feel as if their very bones are broken. Already people are calling the affliction chikungunya. At least half of the peasant population have been infected, and it's only a matter of time until it spreads to the nobility. What the hell is this? Oh, it's like marsh fever. Oh, summon a physician, yeah, no. Soft approach is always best. Wonderful work. Alright, cool. Let's also hold court real quick so we can get some bonuses here. Gesture for the first in line. My Chancellor, Colonel Thaddeus, approaches the throne with a pile of documents in his arms. My Senator, I have been analyzing some treaties with our neighbor Senator Michelle, as it appears the border treaty concerning the county of Philly exists in several non-matching copies, some of which are much more favorable to us than what we currently are deferring to. With your permit, I'd like to try to enforce the most favorable version of the official treaty adopted. Bury all the evidence now, yeah. We don't need to. Alright, a young man steps before me with the quiet dignity before bowing deeply. Greetings, your majesty. I am Scott, your loyal servant. I don't know who you are, Scott. Oh, that's Scott, okay. I come before you today to seek employment in your court. I have seen many courts providing hospitality for the local lords of Staten Island, my homeland, and their many visitors. It would be my honor to put my talents to a greater cause in the service of the senator of all of Gotham. No, I do not need a cupbearer. I'm good. It seems my vassal, Colonel Thaddeus, he returns, has been nursing a temper while awaiting an audience. Well, you were just here, my man. My lord, I cannot abide your tolerance of the infidels like Lady Robin. God damn it, not again. In the realm, even amidst the nobility, Washington made his demands on us plain. Gotham should be a land of faithful. Out with the Samaj dogs. All faithful are welcome in our state, my man. That concludes our business. And with that, we thank you all for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and if you have, feel free to give us a like down below, a subscribe if you're new, and a dislike if you didn't enjoy it, a comment if you're feeling really opinionated today. Thank you all, and we will see you guys next week.